Morning, friends. So, this is what's going on in my world. Hi, love. Sorry, guys, she's yelling at me. It's morning time and she wants her num nums, which I'm fixing for her right now because she eats wet food in the morning. So, I open up the can and turn it upside down and, go from there. She's got to wait a second and let it slide out of the can, but sometimes the Mustang here gets impatient. Okay, so okay, so work, my job. Wednesday, my boss and I had a conversation about maybe my attendance at work, and because I have 4 autoimmune disease issues. I get sick a lot. Sorry, guys, I haven't been up for very long. Oh my gosh. So I have 4 autoimmune diseases. And so when I get sick pretty bad. Well, get it one more, please. There you go. Which is with my autoimmune. I have osteoarthritis, which is an autoimmune disease. I have diabetes, which is another autoimmune. Allergies, which I found out when I was in high school, is an autoimmune. And my triangular neuralgia, which I think I explained before. Okay, for the last one I just I mentioned, you have, let me take my glasses off, 3 trees of nerves in your face, which you got a set up here, a set here, and a set along your jawline. Well, the nerve along my right side of my jaw and the blood vessel, which are supposed to be parallel to each other, the blood vessel, or vice versa, the nerve, one is laying on top of the other. So they'd be like this, or like this, which causes buku of pain. Which, I'm going to be honest, it's going to cause, it feels like someone is trying to rip or break my jaw. It's how bad the pain is. And so, with the autoimmune issues I have, and with one, I've had issues with since I was in grade school, which is the allergies. And most of that is seasonal. Well, okay, there is that. And the other ones have came along as I've gotten older. So we talked. He's like, we're going to have to figure out something, Jen. What can we do? I'm like, well, I guess I got to take better care of myself so I don't miss so much work. A little bit of a smart aleck, because he said if I miss one more day of work, I get fired. And I am to the point where I am not happy at my job. And I haven't been happy with this job for a minute. And because, so much stress and bull crap going on. Okay, let's get recycled. Okay, there we go. Now the bar. Recycling. Okay, so we started out when I started this job full time almost 3 years ago. I had a micromanaging boss, which I'm taking my vitamins, guys. And very much a micromanager. And I mean, she was to the point where when she went to go visit her husband in another country, she would check up on all of us at work. And I mean, it was like last summer, I had a doctor's appointment one day. I had an interview the next because I was looking for another job last summer. And she's in another country with her husband. Text messages me while in the other country and tells me I need to fix the request for the time off. I got mad because her supervisor was the one that approved it. So instead of her talking to him, or text messaging him, she text messaged me. And I went over, I got mad. So I went from the building I was in cleaning, put my stuff up, and went across campus. I went to his office. I went, hey, I had my phone. I went, gotta fix it. She's micromanaging in another country. Well, she noticed it, or she caught it. She's on vacation. She shouldn't be doing this. You approved it. You fix it. I mean, I was mad. And I turned around and walked out of his office. And she does little stuff like that. So, it is just to the point where, I'm sorry guys, I'm fixing breakfast too. Little stuff like that. And then it's, cause, and if I'm not supposed to, this is what I don't understand. Okay. Thanks for breakfast. If I'm not supposed to miss work, how am I supposed to get to my doctor's appointments? Because I have counseling, I have my psych doctor, I have my primary doctor, have my podiatrist, have the doctor for my knee, because I get cortisone shots. Guys, cortisone shots hurt, man. But yeah. So if I'm not supposed to miss work, what am I supposed to do about my doctor's appointments? A valid question. So it is one of those deals where, I'm getting threatened with my job. I have tried here recently because I have all my health issues and my mental health issues, my physical health. I'm tried for my disability. Well, since I work, unfortunately, I should say unfortunately, this is what they told me. And it's kind of like, to me, I felt like it's a catch-22. On one side, okay, what they told me was, if they approve it, I'm only supposed to work like 20 hours a week. Okay, well, right now I don't have Medicaid. I have the insurance, health insurance and dental through work, on top of a retirement plan and life insurance policy, which is a reason at the time I went full-time, was for the extra benefits. Because I'm in my 40s now, and I have to think of my future. Like, I mean, I should always think about you should always think about your future, but it's I'm getting to that age where I'm like, okay, I should think more about a retirement plan, and I should think, you know, heaven forbid, I die. How are they going to pay for my funeral? Because when my brother passed, we all had to scramble to pay for my brother's funeral. So I was thinking logical, so that way if like I said, heaven forbid, if I pass before my mama is able to pay for my funeral. That's one reason why I did the life insurance policy. And it's like they'll pay for the funeral, and then whatever is left over. Since I don't have children, or the life insurance policy will go 50-50 between my niece and my nephew. And so that way, if the kids want to go to college or want to get a decent vehicle or whatever, they are able to with that money. I'm hoping they use for college. If or whatever at the time, however old I am, or however old they are, pay bills, pay whatever, stuff like that. So it was more along the lines of thinking logically when I went full time at the college. But now since the disability told me I need to go part time, so they can approve me, I'm like, oh crap. If I go part time, I lose all my benefits. Because like I said, I don't have Medicaid right now. I'm trying to get that approved or reinstated because I did have it at one time and I accidentally let it expire. That was my fault. I'll admit I let it expire. And I've been fighting with that, trying to get that reestablished. But I'm trying to get everything situated. But if I go when I get my Medicaid back instated, at least I would have my insurance. I love bug. But it was the life insurance policy and the retirement plan I really don't particularly want to lose. So it's a catch-22. I'm going to have to think hard about that one and go from there. Because I've talked to my supervisor about that. And he's like, well, one step at a time. Let's see what we can do. I could talk to both supervisors, both the newer supervisor because the backroom manager got demoted towards the end of last year. So it's talking to both of the guys, and they're really easy to talk to, and I appreciate that because I can come in and go, hey, I have a problem. Like when I had that scare about when they found that mass in my breast back in January, I went in and I talked to my new supervisor, and I go, hey, and I was upset. I was scared. I walked in. I'm like, he's like, Jen, what's wrong? I'm like, well, my doctor called, and this is what they found with my mammogram. And I go, Jason, they rescheduled me a second mammogram. I go, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to be any good that day. He's like, you go request that day off. And we just go from there. And then I talked to Raymond, his supervisor, which is also, the main supervisor for us.